Synergy. Welcome to Synergy. Live with Synergy. Live with Synergy. This is your host, Andrea John Baptiste. Welcome to Synergy, where music, business, and culture synchronize. Greetings, Atlanta. Greetings, Belize. Greetings, Jamaica. Greetings, New York. Greetings to all of our friends in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Greetings to our friends in the Gambia. Greetings to all of you that are within the sound of my voice. This is Andrea John Baptiste, and you are tuned into another edition of Synergy, where music, business, and culture synchronize. We are with you for the next 45 minutes to an hour, talking music, talking business, and talking culture. Today, we have a very, very exciting guest as we talk about events. We're talking about the Rastafari Rootzfest Ganja Maker Cup. And we are so very excited to have with us today Wal of the Rastafari Rootzfest Ganja Maker Cup, which will be in Jamaica December 20th through 22nd in beautiful Negril. Greetings, Wal, and welcome. And first of all, let me just let you all know this young lady, this beautiful young lady here in the studio with me, her name is W-A-L. Not W-A-L-L like a wall, but W-A-L. Greetings, Wal, and thank you for being with us today.
Greetings, Andrea. Thank you so much for having me. I'm grateful to be here, and I appreciate you allowing me to use your platform to address your audience. Good evening.
You are amazing, and we thank you for spending the time today. I am so very, very excited to talk to you about the Rastafari Rootzfest Ganja Maker Cup. And I want to tell you that I just love to say Ganja Maker Cup. So you're going to hear me say it quite a bit as we talk today because I like the way it sounds, and it rolls off my tongue very, very well. So tell us about the Rastafari Rootzfest Ganja Maker Cup. How did it get started? Where did it come from? And what year is it in staging?
Yes, so Rastafari Rootzfest is a 3-day annual ganja festival held in Negril, Jamaica. This will be our 5-year celebration, and the dates are December 20 to 22nd. We were established as part of the ongoing lobby in Jamaica fighting for the legitimacy of the ganja plant and its use by Rastafarians. And our first staging, which was held in 2015, was actually the first ganja-exempt event to be held in Jamaica. And if you remember earlier that year, the island's government amended the Dangerous Drug Act and legally recognized the sacramental and religious rights of Rastafarians and our right to use and possess ganja. So that is how we started, and we're happy to be here, 5 years later, continuing the works.
That is wonderful. So now when you say exempt, meaning that you could have this festival and the 50 Babylon police wasn't going to come and shut it down because you had the sacrament flowing.
Exactly. You can check out some of our pictures and you'll see that they're actually there enjoying the herbs themselves.
Wow, Atlanta, this happened in Jamaica, so I don't want anybody coming to the Atlanta PD asking any questions. We're talking about Jamaica, different type of culture and experience, particularly around the ganja. And wow, that sounds amazing. That 50 Babylon, as we call them, right? The police, the boys in blue, because our boys were blue too, right? They were there enjoying and participating in the event.
Correct.
Now that is good protection.
We've come a long way.
We have, because there was a time, let me just get on my soapbox for a minute, in Jamaica's history where Rastafarians were brutalized for being Rasta, for having dreadlocks, for those who did, and for those who possessed even a seed of the holy sacrament. And the sacrament of marijuana is or ganja rather, because that's our oppressor's name for the plant. And so it's important to understand that, like you just said, we have come a very, very long way. We're not quite legal, fully legal yet, but we're on our road to that. Would you say?
Yes, it has been decriminalized.
Awesome. And so what is the mission and the vision of the event?
Well, our mission has always been to educate the general public about the health benefits and business opportunities associated with ganja. Back in 2015, the Dangerous Drug Act Amendment also enabled the creation of a legal ganja industry in Jamaica. It's a fast-growing one. There's growing, manufacturing. We want to be able to export. We want to ensure that Rastafarians and grassroots farmers are not left out, given, as you mentioned, the history.
Wow. So that's important to kind of talk a little bit about, because what we're seeing is that some big money people coming to the table of an industry that has been, let's face it, Wal, people come to Jamaica for what? For the music, for the beaches,
Yes.
and for the ganja.
Absolutely.
So, I think it's a critical time that we understand the importance to the economy as well as the culture, tourism, and so on, because realistically, that's what folks are looking for. That's what they're coming to Jamaica often for. That's a huge part of, I think, the expected Jamaican experience, for many, many of our travelers and tourists. So talk to us, you all are doing a variety of things. Walk us through, it's a 3-day event, the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Walk us through those 3 days. What would they kind of look like?
Okay, as I mentioned, the dates for this year, December 20 to 22nd. And we want to produce a comprehensive, educational, and entertaining event while celebrating the Rastafarian liberty and the story of, the struggle with grassroots farmers and Rastafarians in a whole. Activities include educational seminars, beach yoga, Ital cooking demonstration, Nyabingi drumming, the Ganja Cup, and reggae concert. And this year so far, we have Ken Booth confirmed, Warrior King, Samori I, and Chronics and Friends.
Wow, that sounds like an amazing, amazing 3 days. So I want to talk a little bit about the education component because, we're talking about the beach, we're talking about the music, we're talking about the herbs, and all of that is fun. But as you talked about earlier, you said that this is critical to the economy and to ensure that the grassroots farmers, the growers, right, the ganja growers of Jamaica, the ganja growers in Jamaica, those that unfortunately have been imprisoned, those who have been detained and locked up and fined historically, that they are now able to come to the table. So I know that you guys have a partnership with Oaksterdam University. Talk to us a little bit about that and what will that look like?
Yes, so Oaksterdam University is an accredited ganja institute based in California. Representatives from the university will conduct educational seminars on various aspects of the cannabis plant, including horticulture and best business practices. And our platform, we try to create significant economic opportunities for Jamaicans through increased brand visibility, tourism, foreign exchange, investments, and education.
Wonderful. So an accredited university will be there to talk about horticulture, meaning the growing, okay, best practices for growing, as well as best business practices. I think that is fantastic. So if you are looking to get into the business, the ganja business in Jamaica, then I am strongly, as is Wal, strongly encouraging you to join us at the Rastafari Rootzfest Ganja Cup in Negril, Jamaica, December 20th through 22nd. So I saw on Instagram where they are, and what are you, Rootzfest on Instagram?
Yes, at Rootzfest. That's ROOTZFEST. And you can find more information on our website at rastafarirootzfest.com. Again, ROOTZ for roots. And you can get tickets there. You can get your booth. You can sign up to become a judge. That's going to be a lot of fun. You can do everything on our website and get more information.
Well, let me tell you all, Synergy, the judging part, you want to get your tickets. Let's talk for real. So, okay, we are now in November, right? We have plenty of time to go ahead and book those flights from whichever airline, from whichever airport, from the continental United States, or from wherever you are around the world, right? And you don't even need to book a hotel, is what I understand.
Yes, there will be camping from December 20th to actually the morning of December 23rd. So go online, get your camping pass, bring your own tent, and just come and enjoy the activities on the beach.
And the camping is on the beach, I heard.
Yes, definitely. You don't even have to go anywhere. You don't have to go back to the hotel, get ready, come back, get a taxi, any of that. You're right there.
So this is an opportunity for an all-contained, okay, entertainment, business, culture, ganja. I mean, what more could you want? And you're in Jamaica. So, okay, so let's go back to the planning. So, Synergy listeners, you're booking your flight, you're sending a tent to Jamaica, or you're going to pay the little extra fee to get the tent to Jamaica. Why? Because you're not paying for a hotel when you get there. You're going to be camping out on the beach. Safety. We just told you that the police come and they patrol. They keep it safe. They make it wonderful. And guess what? You'll be right there on hand for everything. You won't miss a thing because you're right there. So, folks, book your flight and get to the Rootzfest website now for your tickets for Rastafari Rootzfest Ganja Maker Cup. So, how can businesses get involved? Wait. Before I ask you that, I want to talk a little bit about the judging because that's where I was going and then I got on my soapbox. But the judging for the Ganja Maker Cup, talk to me a little bit about that because let me tell you something. I saw an ad or a request on Instagram for that for judges, and let me tell you something. I'm reading it and I'm like, this sounds exactly like the kind of job that I would want. However, I don't know that I am capable. So it says something about you get to taste and sample all kinds of products over the course of the 3 days as a judge, but you can't drop out. You better taste and sample them all, or you get disqualified as a judge and you're no longer able to judge again. You're on a bad list somewhere. Can't allow that to happen to me at all. But I'm telling you, the judging component sounds absolutely interesting, amazing, and fun. So yes, I am so excited. I mean, Synergy listeners, if you are interested, you need to go to @Rootzfest on Instagram and find that post about judging and submit your information to become a judge at the Rastafari Rootzfest Ganja Maker Cup. So, as we were talking about that, how can businesses get involved? I mean, are you looking for sponsors, partners, media? Is there opportunities for businesses?
Yes, there are always opportunities. You can contact us at Rootzfest Info. That's Roots, ROOTZFEST info @gmail.com, or you can call 876-404-9776 or contact us on Instagram regarding opportunities for sponsorship and partnerships. Now, if you're interested in investing in, the industry in Jamaica, or just partnering with someone in Jamaica that, already has a business, I want you to know that representatives from the Cannabis Licensing Authority and the business sector will be available there to answer any questions that you have, provide consultation services, just a wealth of information for anyone that's not really sure about the regulations there in Jamaica given the decriminalization laws.
I think that's huge, and that's so important because we get a lot of calls about people who say, oh, I have land in Jamaica and I just want to grow ganja, or I have ideas, there's a product that I would like to create but I'm not sure, or I have the product or I have the concept, but I need the herb to be able to create my product and things of that nature. So the cannabis licensing entity will be on site at Rastafari Rootzfest Jamaica Cup to answer those questions. So for all of you who have been calling us, we appreciate your calls and we're always happy to talk to you. But get on that plane if you're on the continental United States or wherever you are. Okay, unless you're in Jamaica, then get in the car for December 20th through 22nd, because that's where you can have your questions answered by the real people on ground, those that are going to tell you what you need to do to become a part of that industry. Wow. So you have a major entertainment lineup. Repeat those artists one more time for us, please, because if the education and the business opportunity not getting you to book the flight, then, you know, this show must get you to book your flight.
There will be Ken Booth, Samori I, Warrior King. He's an amazing performer. He was there last year with his wonderful family, and he just bring the vibes and just consciousness, you know, great reggae music. Chronics and Friends.
Wow, that's huge. So let me say this, okay. Samurai, I love his music. I mean, a name that if you don't know it, look him up, download, purchase the music, because he's very good. For those of you who know reggae, love Jamaican music, I don't have to tell you who Ken Booth is, right? Because that is iconic. That's a legend of reggae music. I mean, a stalwart. Warrior King, like she said, and for those of you, you know, Warrior King was one of our first guests on the show, so we have a particular affinity for him as a person. We have a particular love for his music because it is just conscious and he is good, and he has a beautiful family. Big up Leslie Ann and the babies. Yes, we're shouting you out because you guys are always sending us love and light. We give thanks here on Synergy for Warrior King and his family, as you said, Wal. And so let me say this about Chronics and Friends. What I know about the reggae revival artists, because I've had the pleasure of seeing many of them perform here in South Florida, when them say and friends, the and friends thing nice too, because you know Chronics, right? You know who Chronics is. You know, say Chronics is just gonna bring the vibes. It's just gonna bring the music, gonna bring the consciousness. Just gonna you know, okay? But when these artists, especially the revivalists, say and friends, the and friends part is very nice too, because you don't know who it is. I remember it was, I think, Protege and Friends. Chronics came through, the Marleys came through, Kabaka came through. It was like a big show, and you never know who was coming up next. So again, guys, you want cannabis licensing information or product opportunities and information. You want camping by the beach. You want Chronics and Friends and Warrior King and family and Ken Booth and Samari I. You can't get it any place else but at the Rastafari Rootzfest Jamaica Cup in Jamaica, in Negril, which is in Westmoreland, Jamaica, December 20th through 22nd this year. Book your flights now. Wal, tell us, leave us with how we can continue to follow and learn more. And is there anything that maybe we didn't touch on that you want to definitely make the people them know?
Yes, I actually want to talk about the Jamaica Cup. Okay, this Jamaica Cup will present awards to top growers and producers of the best tested marijuana buds and byproducts in many categories. Jamaican growers are invited to compete with their prize plants to determine the best ganja strains and growers in Jamaica. You can visit our website for more information and to enter. The Jamaica Cup application is there. The regulations are there rather. And just to touch on a few of them, this is open to Jamaican farmers only. You must show valid ID. You must be living in Jamaica or show proof of residency within the last 6 months. You must be registered and vetted by a parish ganja association or be a member of the Rastafarian house or mansion. You must pre-register on our website, and again, that's RastafariRootzfest.com, roots with a Z. And from there, you can choose the category that you would like to enter. And just to go over one small detail, you must be cultivating within the Jamaican laws, which are 5 or less plants per household.
Wow. So farmers are going to bring their strains in and have them tested. And that's what the judging is for, right? I was too excited about the judging. I didn't even talk about the competition. I want that job. I don't know. I think I'd get fired because I'm a low weight flyer, but it's all good. Wal, we thank you so very, very, very much. And one more time in terms of just email contact as well as social media sites for the Rastafari Rootzfest Jamaica Cup scheduled in December 20th through 22nd on the beach, Negril, Jamaica.
Yes, so our website is RastafariRootzfest.com, ROOTZ for Roots, or our Instagram page at Rootzfest, ROOTZFEST. You can also find us on Facebook, and you can email us. You can call us. The number is 876-404-9776. And we're looking forward to seeing you all there. You will all be able to have a great time and network with everyone there. That, there'll be different individuals there for business opportunities, to enjoy the beach, to enjoy the herb, just to have a good time, to get away from the cold winter that so many of the states, luckily we're in Florida, so we don't have much of a winter, but it's a great getaway.
Absolutely. Jamaica nice any time of the year, wherever you're coming from. Absolutely. Well, Wal, I want to thank you again for your time, for joining us this evening as we go to our first break. Before we take a break and hear a word from our sponsors, I just want to say a big shout out to some of our listeners, our faithful listeners, folks that text me throughout the show, give me encouragement, laugh at me when I flub or ask additional questions. I love you, love you, love you. Can't done like cook food. Leonie, mwah, my neck bone, I love you. Sheehan and Yinue, I hope you had a fantastic day at school, my friend. Diva J, a sister with a heart of love. You and Island Rhythms, I hope that all is going well. Don Dada. Yes, Daddy. Greetings. Thank you for putting it in your book every week and trying to tune in. John, Mweza, Mina, and Malika always got my back, and I give you thanks for doing that. All right, now a word from our sponsors.
It's the second Grab the Mic stage show, Sunday, December 8th at Bar Nancy in the heart of Little Havana.
Our first event was lit. It was hosted by Papa Key for 103.5 The Beat, and it features special guest DJs, including DJ Epps.
This event is hosted by the legendary DJ EFN of Drink Champs. It's Art Basel, and we're featuring 4 visual artists to showcase their pieces. This is for all genres: hip-hop, reggae, reggaeton, Latin, R&B, and pop.
Artists, wanna grab the mic? Submit your hit song in MP3 at grabthemicstage@gmail.com. It's the second Grab the Mic stage show, Sunday, December 8th, brought to you by Mega Fam Love Entertainment and 210 Jack. Follow us at Grab the Mic Stage Show 305.
Who's ready to grab the mic?
And we are back. I tell you, Synergy, this is such an exciting episode as we talk about events and we talk about history and we talk about the mission of music. And let me tell you who I have with me today for this second part of our interview of Synergy, where music, business, and culture synchronize. I have none other than the great founding member, original member, foundation artist, reggae stalwart, reggae icon, exceptional musician, none other than, like I said, the great Ian Lewis of Inner Circle Band. Greetings, 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 and welcome to Synergy, Mr. Lewis.
Well, I give thanks by that introduction. That I was nervous, but that's good.
Well, sir, I won't lie, but I'm very nervous talking to someone of your caliber today. So I
I'm hoping that as we talk, my nerves will calm down, because this is a big thing. I mean, so proud to have the opportunity to talk with you, and I have to say publicly and on air for everybody to hear, congratulations on receiving the Order of Distinction from the Jamaican government recently.
Well, it's really an honor to be honored. I mean, we have got Grammy nominations and ran a Grammy before, but to be, as I said, back a yard, and stand up in front of thousands of people on the television and really receive that honor, it's really, a great feeling,
Well, thank you. I tell you, those of us who are watching and paying attention, I think we felt as proud as you all did, because we know the hard work, the great work that you all have put in over the last, which is amazing to me, because I saw something that said Inner Circle 50, and I'm not sure how that could happen when none of you look over 50. So,
well,
I don't know.
I think called TLC, if you take care of yourself, eat right, try to be, none of us is except and paragon of virtues, but you take care of yourself, and spiritually you try and, be at one with the Father, it definitely helps, You live your life and you understand certain things and you find out. It's a learning process. As I say, life every day is a learning process, and our thing has been a strong learning process with, some pitfalls along the way, but, they say you have to just dust yourself back off and, keep moving,
True. And so, as you say that, to have survived and thrived, beyond survived the industry, but thrived and really taken reggae, and I would say a fusion of music, to the world, to the greater globe. What has been the band's mission? Because I like to find out what gives bands, groups, individuals staying power. Because as we talk to the young people, everybody wants a bus, but we also know that to bus there's some work and some things. What has been the mission that has kept you all going and, I said, thriving for these many years?
Well, they say right word when they say somebody wants a bus, But the bus can be positive and the bus can be negative. Understand? So you have to understand the pros and the cons, because when you plant a tree, you don't want the tree just wait away in a year. You want the tree be there for a while. So that's what happened to young people. A lot of them don't realize that they have time. Why you want it right away? Give yourself some time to go into the thing and understand. Have a good comprehension of what you're doing and where you're going to be 5 years, in front of you. You know what I mean? Because you can jump on a song and you're playing the party and playing the dance. But look at Bob Marley's music. That's not only boss, but influence. That is the power. When you can change, And as I say, I just been on a mission lately, doing all the interviews and things down in Jamaica and trying to reassure the youth that don't change the culture. The African surface tastes good already. Why you want to add some new ingredients to it now to change the taste? You know what I mean? You can add on, but don't try to change the root core of reggae music. And that's where I think we are going in the wrong direction. We're trying to find this bus, but we're going too far away from what we started. Remember, we was the innovator. We was the pioneer. You understand? Why? I started, somebody sent me this thing on YouTube. Some kids from Italy, a little sound system named Mellow Mood. And 5, 6 Italian white people, young youth, them. DJing, I'm playing them little dub music. And you would think all of them come from Kingston. You wouldn't believe them come from no Italy. So look how we influence that you going to forget your native language and talk like us, vibe like us, look like us, move like us. So that clearly shows that we was the innovator. So why we want to leave that platform to go to another platform to become ordinary when we's extraordinary already?
Oh,
Yeah.
mm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So those are the things that I've been on a mission to try and say to youth. Youth, man, you have the thing, you know. My youth, you have it, you know. Why trying to come to make trap, dancehall, and this, that? Where you going?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The blueprint is set already, you know. The blueprint is there. Just add on a little room and put on a roof and get the house tighter, you know?
Because the foundation is there, so keep
there.
building from
And
that. Yes.
Exactly, strong, very strong, you know? So that's what's been keeping us together, you know? The foundation, you know?
And I have to say that it seems to me, as an observer, I would say a huge consumer of course, music and music products and so on, that your band, Inner Circle, has consistently kept up with the time and even reached back in terms of looking and working with young people. You have music with, I believe, Chronics, I know for sure, Kabaka, and, working with the youth themselves.
Well, if you notice what has happened in the last year or two, where Chronics is holding steadfast to the formula of the roots music and just adding his touch to it. And he has maintained extremely strong because we have played many festivals with him in Europe, in Germany, different places. And the people are excited when him do a song like Jamaica Smile. You know, here comes trouble, here comes the danger. It excites the base, like they feel, like they get the right meal, But when it's kind of daunted with other things, they don't know where, it's still a rock them, but them don't know which road it gone down. You understand? And I think, in essence, when you look at the progression of where we came from, ska to rock steady to reggae music to the culture, is what affected these changes, because we got independence, we was happy, and then we realized, as Bob said, our belly full, but we was hungry. We wasn't hungry for food, we was hungry for the culture, because we was reaching out to ourselves and couldn't find ourselves. So once we came down the line and we found the culture through Rastafari, through the indigenousness of Jamaican people, the resilientness of Jamaican people. And I don't want to sound like one side, like us only Jamaican know everything, because the islands too have reworked themselves with soca. They have made changes, different genres have adapted, and but I just say that they say modern dancehall and the modern music that the young people, I think they're going a little too far off what the culture was. You understand me? Because indigenous impacted in the culture was also a very strong reality of life, an understanding of life. Because that was in the teaching. It wasn't purposely put there, but the culture, because when you have a song like Sata Masagana, which is like 50 years old, and you listen to the words, there is a land far, far away, where there's no night, there's only day. Look into the book of life. So we was talking about the reality of creation, and it come over into us, and we was feeling that vibe. But it's not. There's nothing wrong feeling happy, and there's nothing wrong with falling in love. Because it's a natural thing of life. But when you've gone too far over and you lose the understanding, for the sake of a better word, you lose the understanding of yourself. That's when you don't know. That's when you don't know. You know what I mean? And that's what I think happening today. The music today, it's not stamping out a clear message to you for tell you, say, listen, mind what you're doing, watch yourself, understand what's going on. We need that reassurance. You know what I mean?
Yes. Wow. My hairs are on end. I have goosebumps because I feel like I'm sitting at the feet of wisdom, of greatness, definitely, of talent, but most importantly of the wisdom, because to your point, and I've shared this story, I think, on the show with folks before, going to the National Music Business Conference here in the United States. And as you talk about the influence of reggae, so they posted the countries that were represented, 31 nations, Jamaica not on the list. Talked about music markets, because it's about the economic development of the industry. Talking about music markets, talking about access for artists into various parts of the industry, talking about ways to, as the industry is being upended with looking at with streaming and royalties and those types of things. And Jamaica was not represented. We did not talk about reggae. We talked about K-pop. We talked about other genres. But let me tell you the part that, and this is no discrimination, it's just a reality, and the thing burned me up. It got my goat, so to speak. The fact that there was about 2 sessions on reggaeton, and they were very good. Reggaeton, root word, reggae, root sound, reggae sounds. But there was nobody at the table for that level of discussion. So I think, to your point, in terms of some of the musical choices, yes, but also from an industry perspective, where were they? How do you see, and in your experience, how do you think the industry has changed over the last 25, 30 years?
Let me show you something. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, when we came to fruition in terms of a music form, the first one was ska, which was contrived from the American boogie-woogie, dumpa, dumpa, dumpa. And we go, Now, mathematically, musically, because music is mathematics, we are on the 2 and the 4 of the beat, We are on the 2 and the 4. Okay. Now, where the variation came is that the tempo was higher. So the ska is which give you a more exciting beat. It was not aligned to the heartbeat. It wasn't aligned to the 2. So when we went into rocksteady, it was a pre-era, because the rocksteady was saying, all right, I want it too fast now. We got, feel it off and catch a vibe. And remember, a lot of the rocksteady songs, the Delroy Wilsons and all of those songs, was American records, because those days they were 78, and a lot of people didn't have the players to play the records. So,
I'm just laughing because I remember 78 players. So, yes, I remember 44.
We came down through that. I mean, I was a young bro. A lot of the historical preservation come from I talking to people and people telling me things, because I was a young man at the time. They just, didn't really know what it was. Wasn't even had no interest in the music business. But I'm just showing you the transition. So when we got down to reggae music now, which is aligned to the heartbeat, was when we realized that we was hungry. We was hungry culturally. We was hungry politically. And the motivation came from the inner city, the urban ghettos of Jamaica. So the songs was no more about merriment now. The songs about how can we find ourselves. You understand? You know what I mean? So the writers and the people started groups like Melodians who came from, happy songs to songs like Rivers of Babylon. You know what I mean? How can we sing a song in a strange land?
Strange land.
So we started having doubts about our own survival. You know what I mean? Then came a Bob Marley. So, quick synopsis that here's Chris Blackwell, who made his semi-fortune from carrying music to England to sell to the diaspora there that was hungry to hear what was happening back in Jamaica.
Right.
So you try to find the latest record and you would buy it on a white label because you would pay extra for that because Sunday when you cook your rice and peas and the thing with a friend them in the house and you put on and say, boy, you don't want to just come from the yard. You know what I mean? It's fine. Yeah, so in essence, the yearning to get an ID back home, you know, was important. So going to the record shop to purchase the latest coming from Jamaica on the white label. You know, this is way back in the 70s, 60s when, and, you know, remember, you know, Jamaica was independent in 1962. So, you know, it's not a long time that the creation had happened, you know. So now we move to a platform where everybody's yearning to get a commercial understanding of the business, the commerce side of, well, boy, this, that, and that, this, and, you know, but we still have to section it up where you need the manager to manage, you need this to this, I need the creative people to be creative. So we need to get all those facets in place, you know, and assets in place. So the creative people can do what they do, the management people can do what they do, and people can do what they do, you know. So, I mean, as you know, to be a little strain off a little bit to say, I was at this conference and Jamaica was not represented. It play right back to the non-unity. We need to get that unity in. So, you know, you can help me, I can help you, this person can, you understand? That's why we don't have that presence. And as you say, reggaeton. And it don't take a rocket science to know it's named reggaeton, so it must come from reggae. You understand? So that's how we have created an influence. We influence the police, we influence the Clash, we influence the Rolling Stone. We have influenced the world music. Yes. But then now, after we do all of that, we start change it up now and get influence. Now what sense that makes? You know what I mean? And all what in the early, it came from an organic base. We wasn't planning and say, boy, I could do this. It's just a man catch a vibe and say, hold that. Okay, you see what's happening now? Now it's moving from the music side now to the sound system side now. So these kids and people over the world going back to where it started from in the dance hall, in the sound system. When you remember, the DJ only have certain amount of records. So play the flip side and give a man a mic and say, find something. So that man have to take the mic and become innovative. You used to call him toaster. You used to call him toasting, you know. Then go from toasting to DJing. Then go from DJ to rapping. So, in other words, we start a thing that somebody else just put a cap on and call it a name and run with it. You understand? But being that our thing is not documented and put together right now, we don't get the forward from it. Yes. So, it right back to the main topic, what you say, a bus. So mind, when I say I don't want a bus, you know, mind is what you don't want. Because bus, as I say, can be positive and bus can be negative. You understand? So they have to dig within themselves and find themselves. You understand me? So it's a very important thing. And you understand one thing about life, and you know, life don't promise to nobody rich, poor, smart, good looking, ugly, or I don't care what. God put a platform that He's in control. And at the end of the day, you know, it's the Father in control. It's not us in control. So sometimes when you get the bus and your phone ringing more than normally, as them say, your phone will blow up, remember God in the middle and pull the corner and step back and say, you know, take it easy. You know, I am not the focal. I am just a messenger that God give a talent to carry out the message. You understand? I mean, all of us in the young one time, and we make a mistake. Nobody is perfect. You understand? But right now, we owe a responsibility to those who have come before us, dig the ground, and take the lick, and go through and don't get recognition. So now these kids that get in the button, them for hold the button and be a foundation pillar, not a bus pillar, be a foundation pillar.
Wow, I felt like I don't even go to church, Mr. Lewis, but I really feel like I just went to musical church. History, research, I mean, good information, data, and a definite message for the youth and for those of us that are still doing things, right? We're not dead yet. So, yes, all of us need to hold the baton and make sure that we're running with it the way that those be a foundation artist. Note to self, a foundation member of the media, not a bus artist and not a bus member of the media. What? I tell you, it is funny how time flies when we are having fun here on Synergy. We have just spent the last few minutes talking with the great Ian Lewis of Inner Circle. And yes, man. And if I can have my...
man.
Wait, sir.
Great
sir.
thing them is out there. But I'm just, as I say, I'm just showing in my 2 little cents in it and gather from knowledge, because the older you are, the more knowledge you get. And I'm just trying to transfer the knowledge in a way that it is palatable and understanding, that it can move. We need to move to this next level very cautiously, because it's going to be a very trying time. Because, remember, when God gives you the talent, He also gives somebody else the talent too. And if you notice what is happening with the music, we are slightly being taken over because of our shortcomings by people who love the music and love the culture and find out that there's strength in the culture. So they are holding the culture and bringing it to a demographic that is in the majority. You understand? So, I'm just giving it a camouflage way.
Yes. No, man.
So
and
who can understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
So
and we keep it real here on Synergy.
One day you're going to see a festival advertised, a reggae festival, and there's going to be no Jamaican artists on it, but I'm playing reggae music. Because you remember, the world boiled right back down to a thing called commerce. So even though I am not the authentic man, but I can put 100 people inside the place, the man will hire me. Because if I act stupid, charge too much, carry 100 man with me, make unreasonable demands, do all these things, the man going to say, well, you're great, and you love what you do, but that man over there can put
but you're not cost
people.
Effective.
Exactly. So that's why I said the creative people need to stay creative, the management people need to do their management, and record label need to do them things. So we need to keep it separate but united. And also the media people, the radio people, the DJ in the street, all of them need to be united, that when you hear something good come from a youth who trying to do something different, not because he's not on the hot juggling rhythm. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Don't just say, boy, he's not there on the juggling thing, so but give him a chance. The boy, the suit are different, a bust the suit, We'll bring him to the forefront and make people hear what this youth doing. And you know what that you do? Give another youth encouragement to be
and
risky and try.
Yes.
Instead of just say, all right, give me that rhythm, I can get the latest rhythm. It may not be him, he may not be comfortable with it, but he have something deep inside that he wants to express, but he's afraid. Because he's afraid the radio not going to play him, because if him not say, make jelly on a man or turning a dope or this and that.
Right,
Him think not going to shock out there. But look, did he know that music is highly spiritual. And when you do something from your inside, you connect with the spiritual base, and it opens doors for you which you never know whether open. So, don't afraid of your music. As I tell young people, don't afraid of your music. Whatever is inside of you, bring it out. Don't try to pigeonhole it, because that is that and that is that, come from what you're feeling.
Wow. I have to tell you, I don't know. I know you don't want me to call you great, but I have to. I don't know if I should call you pastor, professor, leader, because it's just such a lesson. Such a powerful message and such a powerful lesson, and I want to say thank you because you are totally in all of what you just shared is in total alignment and synchronicity with our beliefs here on Synergy in terms of giving platform to those who are trying to put in the work and definitely to establish a foundation. Now, you and Inner Circle and many other fantastic musicians and artists have something very exciting coming up at the end of December. And I have to say, we had the opportunity through a BB marketing services to cover the event in January of this year, and we were blown away. The Reggae Jam was New Year's Day of 2019, and it was a fantastical musical way for us to kick off our year. And so I'm very excited to see that I get 2 in 1 year this year, and it's coming up again on December 29th. So tell the people about the Reggae Jam, what they should know and what they should expect.
Yeah, well, the Reggae Jam, is just, that's what you say. It's a Reggae Jam of foundation people that, every year we try and find, that special treat. We had the Mighty Diamonds, and we brought in Joe Mercer, which is Steve Marley's son, and he brought Damien, he brought his father, he brought Ron, he brought the whole Marley family out, and it was unbelievable. And then got even another excitement that when Mr. Rose went on, he brought on Damien again. So it was like star-studded for, that's the organic nature of what we like. So this year, this year we reached out to David, Steel Pulse, big respect to them, nominated for a Grammy this year. And sometimes, a lot of times with reggae bands, the caliber of a Steel Pulse, they come to Miami to perform, and they are in a different era. The main diaspora and the main reggae people sometimes don't know and don't get a chance to see them.
Yes.
Yes. That's why we're doing it in like an open field where it's going to be like very organic vibe. You know what I mean? You can chill out, you go have vegetarian food. We're also going to have a musical talk with Lyle Stanberry and Pat McKay from XM Radio. And we're going to have a wellness talk because the idea I had is a thing called FREE, which means food, reggae music, entertainment, and education. So when you come to the Reggae Jam, I'm just expanding. We might add a special treat too, because remember, we try to do it on New Year's Day, but the problem with this year, it falls on a Tuesday, and it's kind of throwing off because then by the time you go down, you have to go back to work and the other. So that's why we try to do it on the Sunday, which is a more easy day. We might have a reggae breakfast. We're working on it still. What we want to do is let the people come out early and just vibe, walk around, and just meet and greet one another, enjoy some good Jamaican breakfast for free. Have a couple of DJs playing till everything starts at 1. So you can get a whole day of music, education, and everything with from 10 to 10. So, you know what I mean? For a nominal fee of $40. And I say for a whole day, and you're not only going to hear reggae music, but you're going to get to talk to people about your health, about the state of the reggae music, and for those who is not in the music business that is concerned about it, can ask questions, because Lyle has a book and he's a lawyer, and Pat McKay is the programmer for XM Radio, the Giant, which is a big force in the business. So, it can bring you up close and personal with people we normally, wouldn't see in the street. But, I mean, I guess we're trying to just get to the people, to make the people understand. Say, it's our thing, It's our thing, and we have to love it. You understand me? Because it make we happy for years.
Yes.
We don't want to lose it. We don't want to lose it, and we don't want it gone somewhere where, say, boy, I want that, boy. You know, we want to keep it close, so it still inspires us and move us every day. You know what I mean? And that's what the Reggae Jam is all about.
December 29th at the Ronald Book Stadium. As you said, Ian, this is going to be amazing. And as somebody who has gone before, I mean, yes, Joe Mercer, Damian Marley, Stephen Marley, Johan Marley, Michael Rose, Mighty Diamonds, and of course, Inner Circle, the Bad Boys of Reggae. That was January of 2019. And I am looking forward to December 29th. 2019 again.
We have also added Skip Marley, which is, another young Marley who's taking up the baton now. So, I mean, as I always said to the Marleys, they are the royal family of reggae music.
That's our time. That's our chat. Now it's time to call it a wrap. Tune in next week at 5 for another episode of Synergy Live, where music, business, and culture synchronize. Until then, hit us up online at livewithsynergy.com. Synergy is a production of Black Iowa TV.